Hi Aries, this is Jeffrey. This is Right Color, and I'm going to do a 3-card reading for the week of December 13th through the 20th, which includes a solar eclipse. I also did a solar eclipse video, which is up on my site already. And please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the button for notifications. I'm offering 30-minute readings for $30. If you're interested, all the information is below. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram feed is Right Color, and it's pretty much my art site, my textiles and pretty colors. You know, it's all about pretty colors. I'm going to try to get out and do some Christmas lights tonight and take some photos and upload them. It's nice out, so might as well. Okay, without further ado, let's get to it, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, it's very interesting. You get 7, 8, 9, right? Confidence, awareness, attainment. If I could really just get down to it, sometimes I just like to get down to the nitty gritty, you know? Sometimes the best recipes are things that have like 3 ingredients, right? Oh yeah, sometimes you get so involved. I used to work at a restaurant, and it was a Belgian restaurant, and they used to have this green peppercorn sauce, which was like the most amazing thing you'd ever tasted in your life. So I used to get like certain recipes from that place, or a general idea, because I never really follow rules. So the Placido it was a Belgian restaurant. Everybody in the kitchen was Mexican. First, only in New York, only in America, right? And so I was like, how do you make this? And he's like, there are 22 ingredients. I was like, never. There's this, there's mustard, there's sherry vinegar, there's beef stock, there's la 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 la. It's like, oh my God. So I never got the recipe. Sometimes I just like to get it down to like, confidence, awareness, attainment. Okay. This guy wants to execute a plan, right? Now, you're Aries, you're really good at executing a plan. You're really good at it. That's like your forte, right? You know, the power of Aries, the beginner of the zodiac, like the explosion, right? Mars. You know, and this is the moon, this is whatever. The energy of the card is like, let's execute this plan. Let's move forward. Let's do it quickly. Let's go. And then you get caught up in this one. And this one is really, it's mental. It's mental and emotional. It's kind of both, you know, because you have the water and you have the swords. It's almost like she doesn't want to see her thoughts, right? So some people would have this, like from what I understand, like the traditional meaning of this card is kind of self-imposed bondage. You know, this is about being in jail. This is about being stuck. This is about being confined, you know, but it could be being confined by your thoughts, being confined by ideas. So The interesting thing is that she's blindfolded. There's only one other blindfolded card in the deck, which is also a swords. Swords, you know, even though you're reading cards, and this is the Rider-Waite, which is like the most traditional deck, sometimes the iconography, you can't get that lost in the iconography. Sometimes you just have to read the numbers and the, okay, so I try to do a combo. If you don't see what your thoughts are, and you don't see what the thoughts are that are stopping you, then you're never going to be able to get anywhere. You know, sometimes we have to look at ourselves and at our thoughts and at our feelings and say, oh, well, that thought is makes no sense, or is based in something that's not true, or that thought was actually, that's not even my thought, that's someone else's thought, you know. That's why at certain times, if I'm planning on something, I don't really tell the whole world, you know, because there's always that element of people say, oh, it'll never work, you know, blah, 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 blah. So there could be some of that going around. And I really feel like there's like, maybe there's a thought inside of you that's like not confident or not ready to move, or is talking yourself out of it, right? And I think that instead of like not paying attention to it, right? A lot of times I'll say, just push through. But for some reason in this one, I'm saying, take the blindfold off, see what the thought is. And, you know, the other thing about being blindfolded is sort of like the monster in the closet, right? So the monster in the closet is very, very big and very scary and very ravenous. And then when you open the door, you know, it's like this big. It just has a really loud voice. I think if you look at it and see it for what it is, it's a lot of its power will be gone. Because what ends up happening is that you have this opportunity this week to actually get what you want. You know, this is like one of the best out of the minor, right? The major are like the big card, like this is a major, right? But all the numbered cards, you know, the 1 through 10 of a suit are what they call the minor. Out of this is probably one of the best ones out of all the minors. You know, this is all about luxury. This is all about it's all about luxury. It's all about wealth, luxury, attaining. It's also, she's self-made. It's very entrepreneurial. I always feel like there's tremendous abundance in this card, and it keeps flowing and flowing. She also is being spoken to by spirit. She's got her little bird, her little falcon, saying, I think I see a rabbit. You want me to go get the rabbit for you? Or whatever the falcon might say. I can't imagine what else a falcon might say. She's, you know, this one also is very interesting in that this one is self-made. This is a self-made woman, which is even like more impressive, right? This is a self-made woman, right? She doesn't need a man. She has everything she needs. She's living in her luxurious garden that just keeps on bearing fruit and keeps on bearing fruit. And she knows how to take care of it. She knows how to make it grow. She knows how to do all that stuff, especially in terms of money and prosperity and security. So I feel like, you know, here you are ready to go. You know, you're ready to execute a plan. And then you get stopped by your own thoughts or some negative thought. And I think you need to like look at the thought. Not necessarily fight the thought. If you fight it, it gets bigger and stronger. You don't have to fight it. You just have to see it for what it is. It's almost so you open the door of the closet with a monster in it, and it's like this big. And, oh, it's not as big and scary and as ravenous as I thought it was. And I'm not saying kick the monster necessarily. I'm saying you saw it, right? You acknowledge it for what it is, and you understand it's there, but it's like, they ain't going to stop me. You just slam the door on it, right? It hits in its nose, right? Just slam the door. I want you to see it. I think that's the key, like look it in the eye and say, you have no power over me. Don't pretend it's not there, because it's almost like if you have a physical ailment, right, and you keep on pretending it's not there. Oh, it's nothing. It's like you have this terrible cough and you think, oh, everything will be fine, everything will be fine, and then 3 weeks later you get pneumonia. It's a little bit like that. You can't walk around like that. It's like if you have a leak in the wall and you don't pay attention to it, one day you won't have a wall like that. So I want you to see it. I think it's important to see it. I think seeing it actually will have an opportunity to heal. And then you can get on with your abundance. Don't you want to be abundant? I want you to be abundant. I want all of us to be abundant. I really do. I really do. And you're ready. You have the enthusiasm. You have the gumption to move forward. And then you come up against this weird, see it for what it is. Sometimes just seeing it, it's like, oh, okay, I see you. But you don't have to fight it. I'm not saying fight it. I'm not saying fight it at all. I'm saying see it, understand it, and you can get to it, seeing it and then deciding what to do about it. There are moments between the two, right? First you see it, and then, you'll think about, what am I going to do about this leaking faucet? What am I going to do about this leaking faucet? Can I jimmy it a little bit so that it'll be good for 2 weeks and then I can get the plumber here? Can I turn off the water completely and just use the water in another room? Can I, I want you to see it, right? You don't have to fight it, It's a process also. It's a process. Sometimes also when we see thoughts or habits, or sometimes just to have an awareness of something dissipates it, because now you have an awareness of it. So as you see yourself going down the road and having a thought of, I don't know, I don't have enough money, you could see it. You could see it and say, that's not true, right? If you don't see what you're thinking, if you just want to like walk around in denial about it, then you're never going to be able to deal with it. And you're Aries, man. Mars. So you've got the sword, you've got the shield, and that fantastic hat. Oh, the hat is everything. You'll know how to deal with it. Okay, so that is my take, because this is what's waiting for you. So if I could get this card down to one word, it would be gain. gain, right? And not as in gain weight, gain assets, gain abundance. Okay. Unless you like are like super skinny and you want to gain weight, then it's that. But you know, most of my audience is American, so nobody wants to gain weight generally. Blessings to you. That was a weird ending. If you're interested in one-on-one, all the information is below.